There seems to be a trend recently of long-running Bravo series nearing the end of their rope. You never want to see your favorite reality show disappear, but it's also never good to allow something to expand beyond its means. The latest victim of circumstance is Married to Medicine. Currently in its 11th season, the Atlanta-based series revolving around the social lives within the medical circle may be beyond resuscitation. With a mix of original faces, new blood, and an infamous Bravo-lebrity, the cast of Married to Medicine should be working, but it's not. And the fandom is certainly making their voices heard. Whether it's Dr. Jackie Walter's superiority complex or Dr. Heavenly Kimes' way with words, there may not be a medicine to cure this illness. Though, one may prescribe a pause or reboot, but isn't that just a band-aid at this point? Are the doctors on Married to Medicine unsavory? When it comes to docu-follow reality shows, season after season, it's all about telling the important stories. Each personality has an individual tale to tell, but shows like Married to Medicine thrive on the group aspect. With a handful of cast members still going strong since season 1, one might wonder if their story still has legs to stand on. While the show is called Married to Medicine, it's not just about the wives paired up with their medical spouse, it's about the brilliant women who are married to their job. Oh, and how they interact in their social circles. For many, Dr. Jackie Walters is the face of the franchise. The esteemed OBGYN has a storied past, having faced adversity, but with over 10 years on the program, Dr. Jackie has earned a superiority complex that has cast a sinister cloud over her. She's had to backpedal over comments she's made in the past, she has an overall lack of empathy, and then there's the blank check of it all. As Toya Bush-Harris put it, it was empty sorries. Holding a blank check for grievances over someone is a tad unsavory. Dr. Heavenly Kimes has never been a stranger to drama, and the shade has been present with the return of friend-turned-foe Dr. Contessa Metcalfe. Their feud has gone to depths unfounded. To call out Dr. Contessa's deceased mother, by calling her stupid, is truly a step too far. Certainly, the pot stirrer was pushed to her limits, but with the return of Dr. Contessa, Dr. Heavenly seems to have no shame in hitting below the belt. The Phaedra Parks of it all was false advertising. And then there is Dr. Simone Whitmore, who is still recovering from her fallout with Quad Web. It wouldn't be a reality show if there wasn't some animosity. There has to be one individual who is against the group. Quad Web has some complicated relationships with the other ladies. But in that, she's tried to play the victim card. But is she? Or is she just a social climber? There's a manipulative manner that might have stemmed from her treatment in the past. Once upon a time, Phaedra Parks was introduced to Married to Medicine through her newfound love for holistic medicine. Well, that and her relationship with a doctor. Part of why the former The Real Housewives of Atlanta star continued her Bravo life on the series was that she was never truly ready to leave the Atlanta socialite circle on her original series. With another franchise centered around strong women in Atlanta and her new loose ties to the theme of the series, it was inevitable. Many fans believed it was a forced addition, while others hedged their bets that it was another way to welcome new viewers into this world. Phaedra needed a show and she got one. But now, she's returning to the show that made her. There's no reason for her to stay in this circle. But the reality is, did Phaedra truly add anything to Married to Medicine, or was she simply stunt casting on Bravo's part? There is something incredibly important that will never waver when it comes to Married to Medicine. It is a celebration of strong Black women in the medical industry. It's a fact that will never be taken away from the women who choose to share their stories. But as a reality television series, the show in its current form needs some physical rehabilitation. It might be time to remove some of the warring muscles to strengthen the body as a whole. Married to Medicine freshman exposes your hidden struggles. Psychiatrist Dr. Marika Mimi Sanders and her new husband Steve Sanders have joined season 11 of Married to Medicine. The dynamic couple will join Dr. Jackie, Dr. Heavenly, and the rest of the doctors, husbands and friends when the hit Bravo show airs later September 18th. M2M is a reality show dedicated to the fabulous lifestyles of medical professionals in Atlanta. Mimi and Steve make the perfect addition of Black excellence. Mimi is a beautiful psychiatrist and her handsome husband, a former NFL player. As a mental health professional, Mimi should be able to offer some balance when temperatures run high among the ladies on the show. Before Mimi's introduction to the cast, Dr. Jackie Walters was doing double duty as the voice of reason. Dr. Mimi warns that Married to Medicine and other reality television shows may not be the only place tensions are running high during this final quarter of 2024. The ladies on Married to Medicine were excited to welcome Vice President Kamala Harris during her cameo appearance on the show last year. Dr. Jackie's Zoom call with VP Kamala Harris was in response to the Black maternal health crisis. Dr. Jackie and VP Harris are sorority sisters, and when the two connected for a Mother's Day conversation to discuss maternal issues in the Black community, it was a hit with fans. It could be presumptive to assume VP Harris has the entire cast's vote for president, but it's clear at least some of the cast will be very present in this presidential race. If you are the type of person that doesn't do well at rallies or large gatherings, find other ways to show your support, whether it's one-on-one conversations or through financial contributions. 3. Be proactive. Understand there will be a lot of information coming your way over the upcoming months. Have a personal plan of how you will navigate this election season that prioritizes your mental health first. 4. Dr. Mimi and her husband Steve share their advice. Dr. Mimi's husband Steve followed her lead with some additional advice of his own. I would add to that by saying be slow to react and fast to research. When it comes to political conversations, people often react very quickly and don't do the research. Do your own research. Don't engage in baiting, regardless of whether it is race baiting, sexism, etc. Understand, negative publicity is still publicity, so there is going to be a lot of gaslighting over the next few months. Don't be pulled into negative conversations and allow them to suck you in, because ultimately it affects your mood mentally and even physically, he shared. Both Dr. Mimi and her husband Steve gave great advice for anyone struggling with political anxiety, but only time will tell if the two will be able to withstand the ultimate test of reality television on their marriage and family. After being married over a decade with a marriage rooted in respect and friendship, Mimi and Steve said they had several conversations about their relationship before agreeing to join Married to Medicine. The reality television curse has attempted to dismantle even the strongest marriages, including Dr. Jackie's and Dr. Simone's. Thankfully, both those marriages have rebounded and are stronger than ever, but the Sanders realize they are entering an arena that has taken down couples with even more years under their belt than they have. Steve says the couple agreed to do the show understanding that the most important thing to both of them is their marriage. We come before anything or anyone else. We are both on the same page with that always, he says. Having a psychiatrist on board should prove helpful for the cast of Married to Medicine. Beyond that, having a psychiatrist as a regular on reality television should offer fans a dose of a healthier vantage point, whether that pertains to politics, relationships, or any of the other train wrecks addressed on reality television. Married to Medicine Season 11 is slated for release in the fall of 2024. You can catch all prior seasons streaming on Peacock. But somewhere along the way, the balance tipped. The medicine part of Married to Medicine began to fade into the background, replaced by increasingly melodramatic interpersonal feuds, petty squabbles, and over-the-top confrontations that felt more suited to the Real Housewives than a show originally rooted in professional excellence. The title itself now feels like a relic of branding exercise that no longer reflects the content. Where